What's ripening, YouTube? So I got a question on one of my last videos from a good friend of mine, Jay Reynolds. Shout out to you, Jay, with the treehouse permaculture farm out on Pine Island. And he wanted to know about this tree right here. This is Grevillea robusta. It's also known as the silky oak. And these trees, I put them into my midline as a service plant. Here's another one right here. They're on about 10 foot spacing. And I started them from seed last year, which I ordered because I didn't have a local source. They've grown well. It took them a while to get started. I actually started them in little 4-inch pots at my friend's nursery, and she took care of them to get them started, and I put them in. And they really were shaded out by cassava, so they probably would have grown faster if they were put in right away. But this is what they look like after probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. I'm not sure exactly when I planted them, but I had a really high success rate with them, the ones that I put in, and I'd say average they're about 4 feet tall. And the reason I planted these, number one, is for biomass. I'm going to treat these just like I do the chinaberry and the eucalyptus as a columnar. You know, take all the branches off, have it be tall, and then top it. There's another one in there. And number two, this is actually a valuable timber crop. So if I choose to, I can let these grow up and I can actually grow some timber in my agroforestry system. I think I lost one in here. There's another one there. But let me show you what they look like when they get a little bit older. I'm going to walk over to the only existing tree that was on this property. You can get an idea what they look like. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this yet, but this tree right there was on the property when I bought it, and the top of it snapped off in Hurricane Irma about 3 years ago, and it's resprouted. It's filled out now, but this is a silky oak that was already here, and this is what gave me the idea, because I had seen other people using this species in agroforestry, but it was in Africa and it looked like it was on dry land, and I wasn't sure that it would grow here, but it does grow here. It grows here just fine. And from what I've read, it is a high value timber. It is a little bit dangerous to cut it. I think the sawdust can be irritating to breathe it in, and it does have some susceptibility to high winds, as I've noticed. This thing snapped off in the wind, but the trunk is nice and straight. As you can see, the canopy stays up nice and high. It didn't resprout from the bottom or anything, and so that's why I'm adding it or experimenting with it in my agroforestry. And to me, it's kind of exciting to be able to grow food and building material. You know, it starts to round out your repertoire a little bit. You know, what can you have on the land? What can you produce for yourself, or for trade, or for sale? I'm gonna go back to the little guys and show you those, and I'll be right back. All right, so here's another midline tree row. You can see I've got my main species, and then I've got my midline of bananas. And I've got these in here, and some of them got kind of pushed over or shaded out, but it seems like now that they're in full sun, they're starting to wake up a little bit. And again, some of them have grown better than others. What I'm gonna do is wait until they're probably about as tall as me right now. The tallest ones are about up to my chest. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna strip all the bottom off and start to encourage that that kind of pencil look. I know I'm mutilating it on the camera, but there we go. But anyway, I'm gonna have it go straight up, and I'm gonna have it be this high light shade canopy above everything, and we'll keep monitoring it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Looks like I missed one. Here's another little baby. So anyway, that's called Grevillea robusta, and hopefully, Jay, I answered your questions. If not, comment down below and I'll see if I can answer any more. But this is about as far as I've got. I've only been working with it for less than a year. Here's one that was getting pushed over by some sugar cane. It looks like it's going to come back. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for the questions and comments. I really appreciate them, guys, and I'll see you next time.